Hello and welcome back to the Button Press. Here we are, in episode 4 already, can you believe it? And on top of that, we're at the bottom of a well. Take a look at this map. We've fallen... Come on, map. Down in the bottom right, look at that. We fell down that entire thing. So, I'm gonna say, maintenance shaft? A well? I think a well is a little bit more believable, because check, I've even found water down here. We are on our way. It's not particularly obvious because the map isn't very well completed at this point, but we're headed all the way to the right, as far right as we can go. Strangely enough, I had yet another odd, catastrophic thing happen, and I had to speed my way back into this save room where we woke up in this episode. We would be seeing, all the way to the right, that there is a boss room, so we're gonna head that way. On our way though, I see that there is this thing up above us. Strictly speaking, we need to have a different item than what we're using right now to get up there, but I enjoy skills and a little knowledge first, a little bit more than waiting. We're just going to dive right in here. This is the path to a laser upgrade. We just have the regular default beam, as you can see here. We also have the charge beam, there. But behind this door is an upgrade to that. The first upgrade that we're going to get. Spacer. And it's pretty special. I'll show you in a moment. Look at that. We don't even need to be accurate anymore. We can just fire to our heart's content. We get a pretty good damage bonus too. I don't know what that damage bonus is, but it's pretty significant, and it's pretty cool that we're getting it this early. Whoa. Shoot. Shoot. I think this is the first time we see water in this game so far. As you might have been able to tell from the short amount of time I've spent in it, it makes life insufferable. The physics are... Oh... This is my favorite part of any zoo or aquarium. Check this out. They need more fish in here. Unfortunately, that's the only time we see anything like that. But yeah, anyway, water. That stuff sucks. It's space water, so it, like, slows down time and physics and... Ugh. I feel like I'm swimming through uncooked brownie mix. Now, we're in Norfair. Norfair is where we need to be for only a very short amount of time. I will show you why we... Now that... Since we're here, I'll show you why we can't stay long. That's a brief look. The background was... had a whole lot of heat distortion, and my health was going down. It's so hot down here that people die. So instead of dying like a sucker, I'm going to try to do everything that I can and explore where that heat isn't. And I think the heat continues over to the right over here. Let's just make sure. No. But this area, I think I need a different... Yeah, this is a runway. We won't spend much time there. In the interest of time efficiency, we will go in the correct direction. In the critical path, I guess you could say. Here's another energy tank. Our second one now. It's pretty awesome. And we can't leave. The door is locked. I don't know who locked it. Friggin' jerks. And we can't seem to get out. I believe I've spoken of this before, but this game is really good at putting an environment together to really show off the benefits of the items that you pick up, like the high jump boots. High jump. Get some vitamin jump. I've been eating my leafy greens, you could say, huh? Okay. So here we are getting the hell out of here. And now that we have the high jump boots, we can do a little bit more. We still can't do a ton, but we have, I think, the one thing that we need to access Kraid's lair. Let me just kill this one guy. There. That's all I need in order to unlock the door. And now we may as well head all the way back up. Because the next target needs the high jump boots. And there's not really much else that we can do down here in Norfair anyway. We would need to explore a whole lot more through the heat. Or in the heat. Past the heat. Now, if you were paying very close attention, the first time that we were in an elevator room like this, that was all the way at the beginning, just before we got the morph ball. You might notice that, you see at the very bottom right corner, some of that pipe should have been where this block in front of me is currently. So if we blow that up, because it's a tell. Ooh. And now look at this. This is the entrance to Kraid's lair. Isn't that awesome? If you can't, I suppose, if you can't have your very own theme song like a wrestler, you may as well have a pretty impressive entrance. Of some kind. You have to have that... what would be the word? Presence isn't quite right, because that demands that you're there. You need to have like a... Oh, I'm not sure how to call it. I happen to know that there is a safe spot just over here. I would be mad to ignore it. There. I keep finding myself wishing that there was some more story behind some of these environments. Whoops. I suppose some of these zones are just so varied that you wouldn't be able to make something really convincing up for every bit. But the architecture changes so wildly. Like here, take a look at that. Once again, you know, if you can't have your own theme song and you can't, like... There's no voice in the game, so you can't obviously threaten from afar or anything. You may as well have a monster green corridor leading up to your room. Why not? That was a mini Kraid? That was, I think, actually adequately sized. If you go back into Metroid 1, you might find that the original Kraid was pretty close to about that size. Pretty close to about that size, yeah. That's the right way to say it, sure. Now, we don't need any of you. We don't need any of you. Right. This is great music, too, for the impending situation we got here. Oh, man, look at you, buddy, eh? Not doing so hot, eh? I'm really curious, though. I'd love to know who this guy is. Not to toot our own horn or nothing, but we're pretty amazing. And if this guy made it, he's got to have been something. He's got to be somebody. Okay. Well, not much here. Whoa. Listen to that music. This, everybody, is the real Kraid. Don't be too alarmed. He is only about 40 feet tall. I've worked out some really bad math. Whoa, shoot! Now we're still fine. We're still doing really good. Yeah. Usually I don't even waste my time using the super missiles. But here, why not? No. No. Damn. I'm struggling to maintain being interesting while being coordinated enough to beat this guy. There you go. What a pushover, eh? This guy was kind of like a mini Godzilla. And he just ate it. Well, now we're standing on the very suit. I'm gonna end this episode here, but just wait a minute. Check this out. Ooh, fancy. This is the various suit. It's gonna let us explore Norfair. It won't allow any of that heat damage to get through. I guess those really big shoulder pads are some of the air conditioning. And on top of that, we're going to get half damage from a lot of monsters. Anyway, at this point, we have about 80% of the game left. I'm going to put it down here for now. Thanks for joining me, guys. Stay tuned to the next episode.